Hi, I'm Kim.
And I'm Sarah. Between the two of us, we've been yearbooking for a pretty long time. And in all that time, we've learned that yearbook can be so much fun. So we're here to show you the good, better, and best ways to make yearbooking a success. Let's dive in. Well, hello.
Good morning.
I already forgot what episode we're on. I think it's like 5 or something.
I don't know. I know you guys, some of you said you missed seeing our happy faces.
I know.
So we're going to catch up with a few more videos.
So today's a little different, okay? Because we're going to do this in 2 parts. So there's like part 1, and part 1 is for those of you who do bigger books, who do a lot of custom books, so you maybe have more pages, more students. This first part is for you. If you're a smaller school, an elementary school, a middle school, we're getting to you. You're gonna be in this timestamp. We'll put it in. So fast forward to that part, and then that part will be specifically for you. So let's start with our bigger books. And so our bigger books often do custom covers.
That's right.
And I love them. I do. I love to watch the process of them being designed and to see the mindset of the students and how their ideas come to life. It's so much fun. We have been in so many cover sessions. Kim has been in a ton of cover sessions.
I was in 25 this week.
Oh my goodness. But they're so much fun to watch and to participate in. And so if that is where you live in that little world, then you've already done your cover session or you're waiting on one. And if you've already done it, then what you're going to now be waiting on is an official proof.
That's right.
So this is going to go back to the art department. They're going to clean things up and get things looking right, make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be. And then you'll get an official proof where you will be emailed
That was Jasper going to the store.
You will be emailed that official proof. It will be in Yearbook Avenue as well in your cover proof section, and you'll be able to request changes or to approve it. But because you did it right there in front of the artist, it should be pretty good to go. A couple of things that they might need is cover sample, like material samples.
That maybe we've told them if they were doing like a material cover, that we are going to be bringing it just so you can touch the material, or maybe you've already done this part. I've done it with most people. And so you can touch it, make sure it's the right color you see in person. Remember, a material cover cannot change the color. It's the color of the material.
It literally gets rolled off a roll like you would a piece of fabric to make a shirt or something, right?
Exactly.
And so it is what it is. And if you have a lot of variance in your color, or you want to pick a really specific color, then you're going to do a litho.
Right.
And so a litho is a printed book. And then there's so many applications and fun things we can do on these to make them look amazing, like this holographic lamination, which is really fun.
This, I mean, people ask me all the time, is it more expensive to do a custom cover? Yes, it is. I mean, it's like if you go out and you customize a car you're buying, it's going to be more expensive. Every additional thing that you add onto the book. And another thing to keep in mind is every time you go back to the art department, there's art time. So if it's moved this 1/4 of an inch, it's not worth it. Okay. So be cautious and ask Sarah and I, maybe to talk about it and see if that's something we really need to change, or if we're just,
And sometimes Kim and I can change it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to ask us.
We don't charge our time. So
we're free.
We're free. And so sometimes coming to us can save you some money.
It really does.
And our goal is to guide you into what your program can afford so that we keep the book reasonable for you and give you what you want.
I know. And I get asked about budget all the time. And budget is hard because your book is a moving budget. It's not a solid budget. It's not like I'm going to spend $200 a week on groceries. Okay. Your book, every sale, every ad sale, every page addition, every piece that we add to the book is another part of the cost and the budget. So when people say, what's my budget? I go, I can tell you if you sell this many books, what your budget is. But
so if you wanted to up your cover game, maybe you wanted to do an additional application, try a custom cover, and that's not something that's been in your budget before. What are some ways that we could enhance your budget to make it possible to do more on your cover?
Well, you sell more books.
Okay.
Sell more ads, and maybe sell some business ads.
Yeah.
Like give everybody a goal. I like to say, if you want to put 4 colors of metal A and you want to emboss it, and while we're at it, let's do some burnishing. I mean, there's all these terms. And I always say, you got to have a goal. And so if you know you want to do that, you say, if we raise this much more money, we can do it. And a lot of schools, if it's coming up on a special year or something they want to do, they'll save the money till the next year. If they make a little bit the one year, they'll say, let's roll that over because we're going to do something special on our cover this year.
Yeah, for sure. Jasper is just in and out.
He's so funny this morning. He likes the cold weather. I think the cold weather. So he keeps opening his doggy door and going out. That's that noise you hear. All right. So we're going to go to part 2.
We're going to go to part 2. So this part is for those of you who do smaller books, elementary, middle,
Even
some small high schools, or sometimes big high schools choose to go this route, which is totally fine.
Maybe you're saving for that next year.
Maybe you're saving for that next year. So this is part 2 for our smaller schools. All right, Kim, what you got?
All right, part 2. We have a lot of stock covers. I mean, there are tons of them.
And some of them are really good.
They are really, because the artists have contests to see who gets chosen.
Some of them I wonder how they got chosen.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, but most of them are so good.
They are, and the artists are proud that theirs get chosen to be one of the stock covers. And by stock, I mean that there really is no change to it. You put your school name on it, your theme, whatever. Now,
this is what I always do for my kiddos' elementary school, and this is an example of that. I always pick a stock cover. There's just no reason for me to spend the money on that at this school because my goal is to keep the price as low as possible. It's an elementary school. It's a small book.
Stock covers.
Stock covers.
Okay. These are very, very pretty. They're high gloss, so they last a long time. And we're going to include in this tip a link to all the stock covers. All you got to do is pick one, tell us what you want. Now, there are hard. You can do it hard or soft depending on your budget. This is a stock cover. This was a stock cover.
They look so good.
This was a stock cover. Sometimes people take something off a stock cover and make a custom cover out of it because they like it so much.
This one right here was really popular, and we had a lot of schools that were doing custom covers using the stock art. So they would take this cover and they would say, but could we? And they would tweak it a little bit. Maybe they'd change a color in it or something like that. And so that's a good question. Can you change a stock cover?
Yes. So let's say Sarah had this cover picked for her kid's school, but she didn't want all these colors. She just wanted all blues. Okay? Because that was your school's color. Then all you got to do is say, we want these blues for these blocks. All right? Now, that is no longer a stock cover. That becomes a custom cover.
Because you've now customized it.
You have customized it. So I didn't just go and buy, the car off the lot that had nothing on it. I went and I added my heated seats and my steering, all that kind of stuff. Now, if you find one of these in the next week or so from the link that you want to use, you got to get those changes to us and the number of the cover by November 15th.
November 15th.
Right, because we got to have time to change it to submit it, okay?
Right. Because a lot of times we do that art because we can, and then we're not charging you for it.
Right.
But we need time to do it.
So, like, this one was a stock cover, but if they wanted to maybe take this sign and put, like, directions to towns around the school.
Different words.
Yeah, that's still now a custom cover because this is no longer a stock. Somebody's got to do and make changes to it, but we can do that. You also, once you choose one of these, like this one, you can ask us to give you this artwork if it's not already uploaded. So you sometimes get things that are already there that you can make your book really cool. And then there's stuff like this one that maybe has layouts to go along with it. So we have some book covers that match layout. So you don't even have to fancy up your layout.
I know.
You can just choose the book cover that matches the layout theme.
Now, let's say they choose a book cover that doesn't have a layout, but they wish they had a matching layout. What should they do? Remember from last week?
What should we do?
You should ask us.
You should ask us. That's
We'll
right.
help you with that.
Because we can take this art then and help put it through your pages to make it look so put
Cohesive.
together
That's
put
right.
together. All right.
Yep.
And there are a lot of mascot covers, okay, a lot. So I'm going to send you a link. It's to what we call our memory book covers, and one of them is like school spirit. And in that are covers like this that you can just pick your mascot to go on them.
And they have the ones that are solid color, and then they have some that are multicolored. Very
Exactly. Very, very cute and very easy to do. So ask questions. I mean, if you find a cover you like and you're thinking about making some changes, just see if we can do that, and we will do everything we can. If you want changes, though, when has it got to be to us?
November 15th.
November 15th.
And just remember, when we're giving you guidance about what you should or shouldn't do, our goal is always what's best for the school.
Right.
And so we want to keep your budget tight and tidy and make sure that we're providing the best service we can for your students. So when we give you that guidance for maybe that's not the most affordable thing, we're just trying to help.
That's right. I'm not telling you can't do it, but I'm saying somebody's got to pay for it. And that's what my husband tells me all the time. So that's just something to remember. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a great week.
We'll see you soon.